The time for preparation is over, the shift has begun. If you're feeling off balance, that's because everything is changing now, around you and within you. This isn't a typical planetary transit. What you're experiencing is a rare, chaotic alignment between Mars and Uranus, a cosmic event that will challenge your understanding of your reality. What seems like random chaos is actually a cosmic invitation, a push towards deeper awareness. Mars drives you to act, Uranus throws obstacles in your path. This alignment throws gasoline on a fire, creating an explosive energy that is unlike anything you have felt before. This is not like anything you've experienced recently. This unique planetary configuration is triggering changes that will affect you on every level. Your thoughts, your feelings, your body, your very spirit, all will be challenged. But these are not just random occurrences. These are messages from the universe, and ignoring them will only amplify the difficulties you face. This is not just a challenge, it's a test. Pass it and the way forward will be open, fail, and you'll be spinning in place. You have a choice, be swept away or surf the wave. This is about your transformation, and it starts now. If you've felt out of balance, confused, or anxious lately, you are not alone. That is the Mars-Uranus alignment speaking. The veil between worlds is thinning, and your intuitive senses are heightened, making the unseen more accessible. You might be seeing repeating numbers, feeling a presence, or sensing that you're being watched. These are not mere coincidences, they are patterns designed to catch your attention. The chaos you feel is not random, it's pointing you to what needs to change. These disruptions will not be random. They will target the areas in your life that need the most work: your health, your relationships, your career. They're all areas that are not in harmony, and it's time to make them balanced. Have you felt an almost electric buzzing under your skin? Or perhaps the world has been seeming off kilter? It's not a coincidence. There are forces at work, and what's unseen can affect you just as much, if not more, than what's right in front of you. Those strange coincidences, the unusual dreams, the odd feelings, they're not accidents. They are a language. Are you ready to learn it? Because by the end of this video, you will understand the energy behind these disruptions and how to make them a force for positive transformation in your life. Beginning on the 17th of this month, the rare and volatile conjunction of Mars and Uranus is now fully in effect, and the disruptions are intensifying. This isn't simply a typical astrological event. It's a chaotic surge of energy that is already manifesting in your daily life. Perhaps you've noticed a sudden inability to concentrate, a mind that's jumping from thought to thought, leaving you feeling scattered and unable to complete even the simplest tasks. Your normally dependable focus might be replaced by a sense of being on edge, as if a quiet alarm is constantly ringing in the background, making even mundane activities feel like a challenge. Maybe you're finding that your sleep patterns are erratic, leaving you either restless at night or struggling to stay awake during the day. This isn't random fatigue. This is the impact of this unusual configuration on your physical and mental states, and the energetic push is about to become much stronger. These disturbances extend far beyond just physical discomfort. Have you felt a sudden surge of irritability, a hair-trigger emotional response to the smallest of inconveniences? What would usually be a minor frustration now feels like an insurmountable obstacle, and your patience is wearing dangerously thin. You might find yourself reacting explosively, perhaps snapping at a loved one for something insignificant, only to immediately regret it. These aren't isolated emotional outbursts. They are direct reflections of the amplified inner tensions triggered by this planetary alignment. It's as if your internal pressure cooker has lost its valve, and the steam is now bursting out uncontrollably. These intensified emotional states are not just about a bad day, they are a clear sign of the energetic shifts occurring within you. These disruptions, though unsettling, are not merely random occurrences. They serve as a cosmic mirror, reflecting your deeper personal imbalances and unresolved issues. If you found yourself suddenly anxious about a work project that may not just be about a deadline, it could be mirroring deeper fears about your career path, and your own self-worth. The issues coming to the surface, even the uncomfortable ones, are not new, but the Mars-Uranus conjunction acts like a spotlight, illuminating what you've been trying to avoid. The chaos you are experiencing is not just external. It is an invitation to look inward, to confront what has been lurking in the shadows, to address the imbalances and insecurities that are finally coming to light. The universe is showing you what is not working, so you can make the changes that are needed. Perhaps you've noticed this disruption in your sleep patterns, the unexpected emotional highs and lows, or perhaps the inability to just relax. Are these just coincidences, or is there a deeper meaning behind them? Have you been experiencing these strange reactions, these unexpected emotional surges, and dismissed them as simply a bad week? These are not just your personal issues. They are the direct effects of this powerful cosmic event. But it's no mere accident that these disruptions are happening now, and understanding them is the first step towards real transformation. These feelings, as intense and confusing as they may be, are not just physical or emotional. They are doorways into a more profound spiritual dimension that is now becoming increasingly accessible to you. The veil between worlds is now thinning rapidly. This powerful planetary alignment is intensifying spiritual awareness and intuition, making the boundaries between the seen and unseen far more permeable than ever before. This isn't just a metaphor, it's an energetic shift that alters how you perceive the world and how you access other dimensions of reality. Your intuitive senses are now heightened, making you more receptive to subtle energies and messages that would normally be imperceptible. Perhaps you've experienced a sudden, inexplicable clarity, a moment where you knew something without any logical explanation, or maybe a feeling that you are a part of something much larger than just your daily life. This thinning of the veil isn't just something out there, it's an energetic shift that is fundamentally altering your perception. It's no mere accident if you've started noticing more synchronicities. Recurring numbers that seem to follow you throughout the day, chance encounters with people or information that seems too perfect to be random, or a persistent feeling that you're being guided by an unseen hand. These aren't coincidences, they are communications. They are clear signs that the universe is trying to get your attention, that the spiritual channels are wide open. Perhaps your dreams have become more vivid, more symbolic, and more intense, with messages that seem designed to speak directly to your current situation. This isn't just random dream activity, it's the universe communicating with you through your subconscious. You might also be feeling a heightened awareness of your surroundings, a sense that there's more to the world than what you can perceive with your physical senses. This is your intuition kicking into high gear, your spirit recognizing the subtle energies around you. During this time, you might not only encounter benevolent spiritual guides. You might also find yourself face to face with shadowy figures, representing your own fears, doubts, and areas of stagnation. These aren't necessarily malevolent entities, but rather manifestations of the inner obstacles you must overcome. This is not a punishment, it's a test of discernment and courage, a call for you to face your deepest fears and transform them into sources of power. This isn't just about receiving guidance, it's also about taking responsibility for the inner demons that are now becoming clearer than ever before. The universe is asking you to be brave, to not shy away from the parts of yourself you have been avoiding. These experiences are not random occurrences. They are a direct and intentional response to the cosmic event, designed to awaken you to a higher level of understanding. The messages you are receiving are not accidental. They are tailored specifically to your unique journey, and understanding the pattern is key to moving forward. If your dreams have been addressing very specific concerns about your waking life, that's because they are meant to be guides, and you're not meant to ignore them. The spiritual world is actively communicating with you, and these patterns are designed to help you tune into the higher wisdom of the universe. Now, you're not meant to be a passive observer of these energies. There are active steps you can take to engage with the process. Take time for quiet meditation, focus on your breath, or visualize a calm, peaceful environment. This is not just about relaxation, it's about opening yourself to receive messages, and with practice, you will find that the subtle energies become clearer and clearer. Spend time in nature, where the veil is thinner, allowing the energies to become more apparent, and practice active listening, paying close attention to the subtle whispers of your intuition. This is your time to become an active participant in your own spiritual awakening. This isn't just a show, it's your call to participate actively in your own transformation. This is not just about passively absorbing information. You are meant to engage with these energies consciously and use this opportunity to shape your own future. This period is not a time to feel overwhelmed. Instead, it's a catalyst for change, a chance to take all the energy that you are feeling and make it work for you. The intensity of the current energy can be overwhelming, but if you allow it, it can also be the most transformative period of your life. The chaos and discomfort you're feeling are not obstacles, they are opportunities. This is your chance for a complete energetic reset, a time to break free from old constraints and to realign your life with your highest purpose. Perhaps you're feeling lost in your job. Maybe this is a sign that it's time to explore a new career path that is more in alignment with your passions and values. This energy is designed to help you release what no longer serves you and to begin to create what truly inspires you. It is time to embrace a life that is more authentic and in line with your true self. Begin by taking a hard look at your day-to-day routines and habits. Are there relationships that are draining your energy or habits that are no longer serving your highest good? This is the moment to let go of toxic connections and limiting patterns. It is time to forgive past grievances, not for the sake of others, but for your own inner peace. Set clear and powerful intentions about what you want to create in your life, and take small, daily steps to make those intentions a reality. Perhaps start by replacing your morning habit of checking social media with quiet reflection, or setting aside 10 minutes each day for focused intention setting. These small actions can have a profound impact. These actions are not optional. They are necessary for your personal growth and to ensure you are creating a clear and purposeful path forward. This isn't just about surviving this cosmic shift. It's about actively shaping your destiny, and the choices you make now will determine the kind of future that you will experience. Choosing to confront a difficult conversation instead of avoiding it is a necessary step towards personal transformation. The current energy is designed to help you face those things that you have been avoiding, and to make those transformations much more effective than they would be at any other time. By aligning with these energies, you're not just surviving this shift, you're becoming the architect of a new, more authentic reality. This journey is supported by the cosmic shift, and by following this guidance, you will be able to forge a better future. The path forward is clear, but it requires that you actively engage with the process and make the difficult choices that are necessary for growth. What seemed like random chaos is actually a very specific roadmap for the future you are meant to create. Reflecting on the heightened anxiety you felt at the beginning, now you should understand that those feelings were not just random, but were signaling that your life needed a change. You also now understand that the heightened intuition you have been experiencing is your best tool to navigate those changes. This shows the direct pattern from the disruptions you felt and the spiritual guidance you have received. The outer chaos is not separate from your inner growth. It is a direct reflection of it. The choices you are making now, in the midst of this powerful energy, will have long-term consequences for your future. This is not about being swept along by a predetermined path. It's about using this moment to direct the course of your life. If you choose to stay stuck in old patterns, the spiritual guidance will become more jarring, but if you chose to embrace the change, then that same guidance will lead to an easier and more harmonious future. The power to shape your future lies in your hands, in the actions you take right now. The events that you are experiencing are not a threat. They are the universe's way of guiding you to your next phase. The spiritual forces are working in your favor, provided that you are willing to engage consciously with the process and take the necessary steps. Now that you have seen how this energy works and how these forces impact you, are you ready to fully step into your purpose and claim your future? The initial feelings of chaos can now be reinterpreted not as a bad thing, but as a sign that the universe is ready to move you into your next phase of growth. This is the beginning of this transformative period, and in the steps ahead, you will find greater clarity. With that clarity, a new path will emerge. The disruptions you've been experiencing since the 17th are not just random. They're a complex and deeply personal reflection of your inner world, and the intensity is about to amplify. You might be finding that your typical coping mechanisms are failing you completely, leaving you feeling even more overwhelmed. Perhaps your go-to strategy of avoiding difficult conversations has now morphed into complete social withdrawal, leaving you isolated and detached, or maybe your tendency to overthink has amplified into constant anxiety, creating endless loops of worry with no resolution. The chaotic energy of this Mars-Uranus conjunction is not just creating chaos, it's amplifying the cracks in your foundation and revealing the very places where you need the most attention. What you are feeling is not just a heightened version of your usual challenges. It's a cosmic mirror reflecting back the very imbalances you need to address, showing you where you are not fully aligned with your potential. This cosmic mirror is not just showing you the chaotic surface, it's revealing the deeper, more complex patterns underneath. For example, that sudden anxiety you felt about that seemingly small relationship issue. It's not just about that one conversation. It is highlighting your deep-seated fears about intimacy and vulnerability and the patterns you have created around them, showing you where you hold back or create barriers for yourself. Or perhaps the sudden, unexpected anger you felt at work. It might be mirroring deeper frustrations with a career path that no longer resonates with your soul's purpose and passions, reflecting back a life path that has strayed far from where it needs to be. The disruptions are not arbitrary, they are extremely specific and directly related to the unique challenges you are facing and the paths you have been avoiding. They are a clear and direct invitation to align your outer life with the hidden depths of your inner world and bring balance back to your entire being. These disruptions, these very personal and challenging experiences, are not only reflecting back your imbalances, they're also revealing your unique energy signature. This signature is like a cosmic fingerprint, specific to you and reflecting the unique combination of unresolved emotional patterns that you are carrying within you. One person experiencing the effects of this conjunction might feel a persistent, throbbing headache, revealing a pattern of internal pressure and resistance to change. Another person, dealing with different underlying patterns, might experience sudden heart palpitations, a clear sign that they are actively avoiding the path that is calling them forward. Your emotional responses are just as uniquely tailored. Perhaps some of you are feeling an intense and sudden anger, a clear indication of a need to set boundaries, while others are feeling a deep sense of sadness, which signals a need for self-compassion and healing. The way that this powerful energy is manifesting in your body and mind is not random. It is directly connected to the work that you need to do to fully align with your true path. Have you begun to notice how these disruptions feel so intensely personal and so specifically connected to very specific areas of your life? Have you observed that certain types of events or particular relationships are creating the most intense reactions and that the patterns are becoming clear? What do these subtle messages tell you about the hidden areas of your life that need the most attention? Are you beginning to understand that this isn't just random chaos, but very specifically designed messages for you? The universe isn't throwing these experiences at you. It is using them as a tool, a very specific and personalized guide to help you navigate through your most challenging aspects of growth. These disruptions aren't just about random feelings or physical changes. They are actually guideposts from the spiritual world, and they are specifically designed to help you, not hinder you. It's time to delve deeper into how the spiritual forces are trying to communicate with you during this period. The thinning veil you are experiencing is not just an abstract concept. It's a very real opening of channels of communication from the spiritual realm. During this period, you might begin to experience energetic downloads, where specific insights, visions, and bursts of creativity seem to appear out of nowhere, providing unique information that directly relates to your personal path. Perhaps while meditating, you'll suddenly receive a clear vision of a project you've been considering, a clear idea that feels completely novel but perfectly aligned with your passions, or maybe a deep understanding of a life purpose that has felt hidden for many years. These downloads are not random thoughts. They are direct transmissions, guiding you towards your truest potential and providing answers that you could not have arrived at logically. These messages are not only meant to show you where you need to go, but also to show you the very unique potential that you carry within. And remember, the spiritual realm is not just filled with benevolent beings. There's a duality at play, and these energetic downloads can come in many different forms. Just as you may encounter seemingly benevolent guides offering comfort and pushing you towards your goals, you may also encounter shadowy figures that represent your inner fears and areas of stagnation. This isn't a battle between good and evil. This is an inner journey where both the light and the shadow exist to help you grow. The seemingly benevolent guide might push you to step far outside of your comfort zone, confronting long-held insecurities, or to challenge you in very difficult and uncomfortable ways that are necessary for your progress. The shadowy figures can be equally useful, highlighting the patterns of self-sabotage and the past traumas that are holding you back, forcing you to face them and heal. This duality of experience isn't about external forces. It's about the inner aspects of yourself that need your attention and your compassion. The subtle messages are not limited to just visions or feelings. They are encoded in the very fabric of your daily life through very specific and meaningful synchronicities. Perhaps you keep having dreams about a very specific place, only to find that location suddenly becomes a major part of your life, or a very specific symbol keeps reappearing, and it relates to a very important decision that you have been putting off. Maybe a chance encounter with an old friend who suddenly offers the very information that you needed, or maybe that book that falls off the shelf suddenly contains the answers to your current challenges. These are not merely random coincidences. They are intelligently designed messages from the universe, and they are tailored specifically to the path that you are currently on. They are not generic, they are personal. Have you noticed specific recurring number patterns or themes in your dreams? Have you encountered people, books, or ideas that feel too perfect to be coincidental? The universe is communicating with you in a language far beyond words, and meditation, journaling, and reflective practices are the keys to understanding these patterns. Set aside time every day, not for relaxation, but for a focused engagement with the deeper messages you are receiving. In your journal, meticulously log any dream imagery that seems significant, and note the synchronicities, the repeating numbers, and the chance encounters. Actively examine how these messages connect to the challenges and questions that are currently in your mind. These practices aren't just for calming your mind, they're for learning the language of the universe and for directly communicating with it. The universe is not just sending you messages, it is actively inviting you into a dialogue, and the next step involves responding. Now that you're beginning to understand the language, the next step is to understand how the universe is inviting you to respond, to take what you have learned and apply it to your life. Now that you have begun to recognize the patterns of disruption and understood the spiritual messages that are being sent to you, it is time to take concrete, aligned action. These aren't just suggestions, they are crucial steps that you must take to fully harness the transformative power of this cosmic shift. Look very closely at your relationships. Are there people who consistently drain your energy or whose actions do not align with your values? Now is the time to set very clear boundaries, or if needed, to end the relationship completely. Are you still working in a job that feels completely disconnected from your true passions and your purpose? This is your moment to begin exploring the path that you have always dreamed of and to make those changes that you have been avoiding for too long. The spiritual insights that you have received are not just for your understanding. They are meant to be catalysts for very specific and tangible changes in your daily life, and it is time for you to act. This is your opportunity for a complete spiritual reset, using the initial chaotic energy you felt not as an obstacle, but as a springboard into a better future, one that is far more aligned with your true path and purpose. Letting go of that toxic friendship may be painful in the short term, but it is making space for a new and more supportive relationship to come into your life. The energy of this shift is working in your favor. It is pushing you towards what you need, and it is helping you release what you don't. The job that you have been forcing yourself to do is not only draining you, it is making space for the new opportunities that are ready to arrive. Now you are an active participant in shaping your destiny, not merely reacting to the events of your life. What you have been calling chaos is in fact an invitation to release the old and create the new. Examine your patterns very closely. Are there ways that you have been holding yourself back, specific behaviors, thoughts, or emotional responses that have become automatic? Perhaps you consistently use negative self-talk as a way to undermine yourself, or maybe you are still reacting to old emotional wounds from the past that are holding you back in very real ways. Replacing these self-sabotaging patterns with positive affirmations not only can transform the patterns, but directly connect you to the spiritual messages you have been receiving. The spiritual downloads that you received are not just for personal knowledge. They are tools that help you create a very real and better future. This isn't just about change. It's about very specifically and actively participating with your own life. Now, set very clear and powerful intentions, not just as a wish list, but as an active way of directing your energy. Use your journal and visualize the very specific steps you need to take to make these changes a reality. Focus on the specific emotional states you want to feel in the future, not just the goals you want to accomplish, and allow those emotions to fuel your efforts. Connect the intentions that you are setting to the spiritual messages that you are receiving. This isn't just about thinking about change, it's about actively participating in its creation. Now you have the understanding, you have the support, and you have the tools. The only thing missing is your action. These choices are not always easy, but remember, true transformation is rarely comfortable, and this is your opportunity to fully step into the person you are meant to be. These choices, though they may be challenging, are not optional. They are crucial for your personal growth and your long-term well-being. Not making these choices will result in stagnation and frustration, causing a feedback loop that only compounds the negativity that you have been experiencing. Choosing to act, however, will open the doors to future opportunities and growth, creating a feedback loop that will continuously support your progress. The future you create is a direct response to the actions that you take now. This isn't a suggestion, it's a requirement for your spiritual journey, and you are meant to take the difficult steps that are needed for growth. This isn't just about hoping for a better future, it's about very specifically creating it. The choices you are making right now, during this very powerful period, will determine the kind of future that you will experience. If you continue to make the same choices that you have always made, you will continue to receive the same results. You will continue to experience the same challenges. However, by making choices that are aligned with your true purpose, you will create a very different future, one that reflects the changes you have made and the lessons you have learned. The universe will amplify both the positive and negative, making this a very crucial time to align with your highest potential. Now is the time to make informed decisions that reflect the path that you are meant to take, not the path of least resistance. This is more than just personal growth, it's a long-term responsibility. The universe is not working against you, it is working with you. By actively participating with your spiritual journey and embracing these changes, you will amplify the positive effects of this cosmic event and create a very powerful positive feedback loop in which more opportunities and support are continuously coming your way. The negative patterns that you have been experiencing can be transformed into powerful sources of energy that propel you forward, as long as you remain open and active in this process. The initial disruptions are not meaningless. They were always intended to bring you closer to your true path and to create a better future. This is a positive long-term outcome that you are actively participating in. Nothing is ever truly random, and everything serves a purpose. The initial chaos that you experienced may have felt challenging, but now it's becoming clear that it was designed to bring you closer to yourself and to your true path. The discomfort you felt wasn't just random. It was guiding you towards greater personal fulfillment, greater clarity, and greater direction. This is a shift in perception and a new understanding of the world that is now available to you. This is not just a temporary challenge, it's a long-term positive change. You can begin to see how everything is coming into balance, and your path forward is becoming increasingly clear. This is just the beginning of the road, and the path will be clearer moving forward, and now you have the power to steer the course. The patterns are now clear. The initial disruptions that you experienced were not random, they were directly connected to the spiritual insights you have received, which are in turn guiding you towards the actions that you need to take. The outer chaos is not separate from your inner world. It's a direct reflection of the very journey you are on. The anxiety that you felt was not just a feeling. It was the first indication that spiritual guidance was ready and available, and the need to create change is a fundamental part of your long-term purpose and well-being. These are not separate parts of your journey. They are all connected, and they form a single, powerful cycle that you are now fully participating in. The cosmic event was not a random occurrence. It was a very intentionally designed catalyst for your growth, and everything has been leading you to this point. The next steps that you take are essential for your continued transformation and for your future success. The initial chaotic energy was not meaningless. It was specifically designed to bring you to this point in your spiritual journey so that you are now able to make the choices necessary for your well-being. This is not a detour. It's a very necessary step in the direction of your purpose. This is more than just a moment of change. It is the beginning of a new phase of life. The steps you have taken are only the first, but also the most crucial. There will be more challenges ahead and more opportunities for growth, but now you have the understanding and the power to make the best use of every situation you encounter moving forward. This isn't just the ending of a phase, it is the beginning of a new, more expansive one. Now that you understand the patterns of change, you can use them as tools to navigate future shifts and challenges with much more awareness, clarity, and intention. This is not just a lesson you have learned, it is a new power that you now wield. These are not just ideas, they are tools. The understanding you have gained is your most powerful resource, and you can use this understanding to consciously navigate the shifts and challenges that you will face in the future. You have learned the language of the universe, and you have become an active participant in your journey. This new level of awareness will allow you to move through future challenges with far greater ease, as long as you continue to apply these lessons. You are not a passive observer of life. You are now a skilled navigator of your path. This is not just information, it is power. This is not just an ending, it's a new beginning. There is always more to discover, always more to understand, and always more to grow. This is only one phase of an expansive journey. In the next segment, we will continue on this journey of growth and awareness as we explore the next steps for continued transformation. The path ahead is open and waiting, and you are ready to take it. The effects of this powerful Mars-Uranus conjunction, which began on the 17th, are not a uniform experience. They are being felt in ways that are as unique as your individual journey. While some of you might be experiencing a surge of restless energy, making it impossible to sit still, others could be battling overwhelming fatigue, finding it difficult to even get out of bed. It's as if the cosmic energy is specifically targeting your personal imbalances and vulnerabilities, using your body and mind as instruments to bring these hidden aspects to the surface. One viewer might find their normally calm demeanor replaced by sharp, critical outbursts, reflecting a need to address long-repressed anger, while another could be experiencing an intense wave of anxiety related to a fear of failure that they have been avoiding. The point is that these are not generic effects. They are intimately tailored to you, designed to force you to confront what you have been avoiding and to take a new path. These disruptions are personal, direct, and incredibly meaningful. This highly individualized experience is a result of your unique energy signature, a concept that might be new to you, but is very important to understand. This signature is like a vibrational fingerprint, reflecting the unique combination of emotional patterns, past traumas, and unresolved conflicts that you carry within. Think of it like this: the cosmic energy is like a radio wave, and your energy signature acts like an antenna, specifically tuned to certain frequencies. For example, a viewer who has a history of suppressing their feelings might experience an overwhelming surge of emotions, as if the floodgates of their subconscious have been suddenly opened, while another, who tends to avoid conflict at all costs, might find themselves becoming unusually confrontational, mirroring their hidden frustration and anger. If you are constantly criticizing yourself, you might be experiencing a very loud and pervasive inner voice. But if you are constantly avoiding confrontation with others, you might find that you are suddenly unable to bite your tongue and saying things that you normally would not say. This is not a random event. It is your unique energy signature responding to the energy of this conjunction, highlighting your specific weak points. This energy is very specific, and it's time to understand that this is not just random chaos. It's crucial to understand that this cosmic event is not introducing new patterns, but rather amplifying the existing ones. It's like turning up the volume on a pre-existing song. The underlying melody was always there, but now it's much louder and clearer and impossible to ignore. The person who is prone to overthinking might find that their thoughts are racing uncontrollably, spiraling into endless loops of worry and anxiety, while the person who procrastinates might feel utterly paralyzed by inaction, becoming incapable of taking even the smallest steps towards their goals. This isn't about new issues. It's about exposing the patterns that have always been there and how they've been holding you back. Someone with a history of people-pleasing might now be feeling a deep sense of resentment, while someone who is usually very independent might find themselves suddenly craving connection and support. Have you started noticing the patterns yet? Are they beginning to become clear? What specific types of disruptions are you currently experiencing? What patterns do you notice about your reactions to them? Are they familiar? If you feel intense anxiety when a specific person contacts you, is this something that you have felt before? If you are feeling extreme fatigue when you are trying to create something new, is this something that has happened in the past? Are your emotional responses similar to previous times that you felt stressed? This conjunction isn't just a random cosmic event. It is a very precise mirror, showing you exactly what you need to address for your own growth, and it's time to take responsibility for your own patterns. What you are experiencing is not just a cosmic event. It's a very specific message about your current life and the choices you have been making. The universe is communicating with you in the language of your own experiences, and it is time to listen. These aren't just chaotic events, they are very specific messages from the universe, written in the language of your personal experiences. As the veil between worlds thins, these personalized disruptions are becoming increasingly connected to very specific spiritual insights. You might be experiencing what can be described as energetic downloads, where sudden flashes of understanding, new ideas, and bursts of creativity appear seemingly out of nowhere. Perhaps while walking in nature, a clear understanding of a long-term issue will suddenly arrive, as clear as day, or maybe you will begin to see your life purpose as if looking through a clear glass. These downloads may come in the form of creative inspiration, with very clear ideas of how to put them into action, or perhaps a sudden sense of your true life purpose, as if the fog has finally lifted and the path is clear. This isn't about random good ideas, it's about directly receiving guidance that is tailored to your specific spiritual path. The universe is speaking directly to you in a language you can understand. However, remember that spiritual experiences are dualistic in nature, meaning that they can come in many different forms. While some of you might encounter benevolent guides, offering comfort and gentle nudges, others may face shadowy figures that represent your deepest fears, self-doubts, and areas of resistance. This isn't a struggle between good and evil, this is an inner journey. These shadowy figures may appear as negativity, fear, or self-doubt, pushing you to confront your inner demons and release the stagnant energies that are holding you back. A benevolent guide could appear as a sudden feeling of peace or clarity, while a shadowy figure might take the form of a recurring negative thought or a feeling of worthlessness, and both are important to pay attention to. This duality isn't about external forces, it's about the contrasting aspects of your own soul, both the light and the shadow. Do not fear the darkness, as it is the space where true transformation lies. These spiritual communications, whether they come in the form of energetic downloads or encounters with different guides, will feel intensely personal, directly connected to your current needs, challenges, and questions. Perhaps you will have dreams of a very specific location that you have never been to, only to discover that location in your waking life, and suddenly understand that it represents your past and your future. Maybe a symbol that you have never seen before will begin to appear everywhere, and that symbol will represent the specific energy that you need to focus on. These communications are not random, they are meticulously designed for you, providing unique information about your personal journey. What you receive is never random, it is always carefully curated for what you need. These are personal messages, not just generic experiences. The universe is speaking your language. How are you interpreting these messages? Are you writing them down in your journal? Are you reflecting on them in your meditation? Perhaps you're noticing repeating number patterns, reoccurring symbols, or feeling a consistent pull toward a particular place, and all of them are connected. Meditation and journaling are not just relaxation tools, they're powerful methods for accessing and interpreting these downloads. In your journal, note any recurring imagery from your dreams and actively connect them to specific situations in your daily life. Do not just write them down, understand how they are directly connected to your questions. These messages are not meant to be passively observed, they are meant to be actively understood. The universe isn't just sending out random signals, it is having a very specific conversation with you. The next step is to respond. These spiritual insights are not meant to be passively received, they are meant to be a catalyst for very direct and tangible action in your life. The universe is offering you very specific guidance, and the next step is for you to respond by making changes in your daily life. What actions are you being called to take? Where are you being called to change? Is there a situation at work that needs a direct approach? Are there relationships that are pulling you away from your goals? The answers are already within you, and now you are being shown the path forward. The universe isn't just giving you information, it is giving you clear direction. The next step is for you to act, not just listen. These actions are not suggestions, they are requirements for your spiritual growth. The chaos that you are experiencing is not random. It's a carefully designed disruption to break down old patterns and to make room for new, more aligned behavior. The discomfort that you felt earlier was not pointless. It was designed to push you beyond your comfort zone, towards your true potential, and to release the old. You may have felt that the changes you are making are difficult, but they are opening the path to new opportunities that were previously hidden from you, and by releasing what does not serve you, you are creating space for what does. Letting go of that old job might seem scary, but it is creating space for new opportunities to enter your life, and you are being guided along this new path. This is more than just change, it's a complete spiritual reset. By actively making these changes, you are releasing old patterns of thought, behavior, and emotions that have been holding you back from your true potential. Perhaps you have been avoiding confrontation with a family member, and it has created tension that is weighing on your energy. It is time to face that discomfort and to have the conversations that you have been avoiding. Perhaps you have been telling yourself that you are not good enough or you do not deserve more, and this negative pattern is now holding you back from making progress. It is time to transform this pattern by committing to a more positive dialogue with yourself. These actions will free you from what has been holding you back and create the space for a much more fulfilling life experience. You have been in a cage of your own making, and now you hold the key. Remember that your intentions are powerful, and when clearly set, they will guide your actions and create your future. Use the spiritual insights you have received to create clear goals and actively direct your energy towards these new ideas by creating a plan and sticking to it. Visualize the very specific steps you need to take to make those changes a reality, using your intention to create your own future. Set up a vision board and clearly define the path that you need to take. The universe isn't just waiting for you to react, it is inviting you to participate in your own creation. The power is now in your hands, and the universe is supporting your every step. The next step is up to you. These choices that you make right now will have profound long-term consequences, shaping the trajectory of your personal journey. Every action you take, whether it seems significant or small, will create a ripple effect, and that will directly impact your future. If you are choosing to release the old patterns that are holding you back, you will begin to create opportunities for a more fulfilling life, and the opposite is also true. This isn't just about random opportunities. It's about a long-term path of growth that you are now creating. The path you are on is now clearly defined, and the choices you make today will affect your future, and it is time to act. What do you choose? Taking these steps isn't optional. It is essential for your personal growth and for aligning with your true spiritual path. You are not a passive observer in this process. You are an active participant, and your choices have real and tangible effects. By choosing not to change, you are choosing to remain in stagnation, and by choosing to transform, you are actively creating the future that you have been dreaming of. You hold the power to choose the direction that your life takes, and you are responsible for those choices. This is about more than just waiting for change. It's about actively creating it. Your actions are not separate from the cosmic forces. They are a way of aligning yourself with the universe. So by embracing change, you are also embracing your soul's path. By making the changes that you have been avoiding, you will create more opportunities for positive energy to flow into your life, and you will create a long-term positive effect that will continuously support you. You are not meant to just endure this process. You are meant to actively participate, and the universe is on your side. The chaos is only a part of the process. The true goal is alignment with your purpose. The universe is not just watching you, it is guiding you. The initial disruptions that you experienced, though challenging, were intended to guide you towards your true path, to reveal the patterns that needed to be transformed and the actions that need to be taken. You are now more aligned with your soul's purpose than ever before, and you have the opportunity to create a future that reflects your highest potential. The discomfort was only a path to the true purpose. You are not just surviving the chaos, you are transforming it into a new way of being. Everything is coming into balance, and a new path has been opened. The journey of self-discovery is never truly over. There are always more layers to peel back, more insights to gain, and more transformations to experience. This is just a phase of your journey, and more understanding is always available. This is the beginning of a new phase of life, and more challenges and opportunities are waiting for you. There is always more to learn, more to understand, and more to create. In the next segment, we will continue on this journey as we explore the steps for continued transformation, and you will begin to understand the next steps on the path. The personalized nature of these disruptions is not random. It's a meticulously crafted experience designed to speak directly to your soul. If you're feeling overwhelmed by a sudden flood of emotional insights, that's not simply a mood swing. It's a specific message tailored to your emotional makeup. Perhaps your normally calm exterior has been replaced by intense emotional breakthroughs, forcing you to confront buried feelings and past traumas that you've been avoiding for years. On the other hand, maybe you're feeling unusually lethargic, unmotivated, and disconnected, as if a heavy blanket has been thrown over your energy, making even the simplest tasks feel impossible. These differing experiences are not contradictory. They are reflections of your unique energetic signature, each one serving as a key to understanding your current spiritual path. The key to understanding your specific circumstances is to observe them closely, understanding how they are unique to you and not trying to compare yourself to anyone else. The universe is not sending out a generic message. It's sending a very specific message to you and only you. Your energetic signature is the unique code that governs how you experience these cosmic events, a tapestry of your past experiences, unresolved issues, and deeply ingrained emotional patterns. This is not a random process. It's a purposeful interaction between the cosmic energy and your individual vibrational frequency. For example, someone who has a pattern of always putting others first and ignoring their own needs might experience intense feelings of resentment or anger, as if the universe is pushing them to acknowledge their own boundaries and to finally put themselves first. Conversely, someone who tends to avoid emotional intimacy may find themselves experiencing an intense craving for connection and support, pushing them to open up and become more vulnerable. These aren't just random feelings, they're indicators of where you need to focus your attention and where you need to start making changes. Are you beginning to recognize your patterns? Do they start to make sense when viewed through the lens of your past experiences? The Mars-Uranus conjunction is acting like a cosmic mirror, reflecting not just your current state, but also your past patterns and unresolved issues, exposing the areas where you are stuck and where you need to change the most. Consider a viewer who has consistently neglected their physical health, perhaps by choosing convenience over nutrition or avoiding exercise. They may now be experiencing new physical symptoms, as if the body is screaming for attention and finally forcing them to take care of themselves. Another might be experiencing repeated setbacks in their career, a reflection of a deep-seated fear of success or self-sabotaging beliefs. This mirror is not here to punish you, it's here to illuminate the areas that you have been avoiding and to finally move forward on your path. Your past is not a life sentence. It is a set of lessons that are designed to move you forward. It is time to take responsibility for what that mirror is showing you. Reflect deeply. What specific disruptions are you encountering? Are the types of disruptions you are experiencing specific to certain areas of your life? Are they related to relationships, finances, career, or personal health? What do these patterns reveal about your priorities, your fears, and what you may be avoiding? These questions aren't just for contemplation. They're tools for self-discovery, designed to help you to decode the messages that the universe is sending you. Are you avoiding difficult conversations? Are you ignoring health issues that you know need attention? Are you putting off those creative ideas that have been calling to you? The universe is not just asking you. It's demanding that you finally pay attention to the answers that have always been within you. It is time to listen. The intensity and deeply personal nature of these disruptions is not accidental. They are a direct consequence of the spiritual forces that are now at play. The specific patterns of your disruptions are not random. They are a carefully orchestrated call from the universe, a guide to the deeper spiritual work that is being asked of you now. This is not just about physical and emotional changes, it's about your soul, and it's time to move to the next level of understanding, to understand what those disruptions are pointing to. This isn't random chaos, it is a very specific spiritual journey that you are on. As the veil thins, the spiritual communications you are receiving are becoming more intense and personalized. It is as if the universe is now speaking directly to you in your own language. Beyond the subtle signs that you've been experiencing, you are now receiving what could be described as direct, energetic downloads, containing highly relevant information regarding your individual life path. These downloads might come as sudden insights, creative bursts, or a deep knowingness that is specifically tailored to your needs and current situation. Perhaps you will suddenly understand the solution to a problem that has been plaguing you for years, or you might have a clear vision of your future path and the steps you need to take to achieve your dreams. These are not just random ideas, they're tailored messages that are designed to push you towards the next step on your path. Are you listening closely? It's important to understand that the spiritual experiences you are having are dualistic in nature, with contrasting forces that often challenge you as much as they support you. The shadowy figures that you might encounter are not malevolent entities, but representations of your own fears, doubts, and unacknowledged aspects of yourself. And understanding this duality is key to moving forward with grace and clarity. A shadowy figure might manifest as an overwhelming sense of self-doubt related to a specific situation in your life, maybe a fear of public speaking that stops you from presenting your work, or a deep-seated fear of commitment that keeps you from creating lasting relationships. This is not something to be feared. It is something to be examined, understood, and integrated into your spiritual journey. The darkness is not the opposite of the light, it is the path through it. Distinguishing between helpful guidance and fear-based projections is crucial during this time, as both are now amplified. True spiritual guidance is usually aligned with your higher purpose and will feel empowering, leaving you feeling clear, energized, and uplifted. When you receive true guidance, it is usually accompanied by a sense of calm knowing, a feeling of deep peace, and a clear sense of direction. On the other hand, fear-based projections are often based in past traumas and will feel restrictive, disempowering, and will leave you feeling drained, confused, and unsure of yourself. The universe is not confusing, it is clear and it is direct. Learn to trust your intuition and combine it with logic to clearly see the difference between what is supporting you and what is holding you back. Do you feel empowered or restricted? The answer is already within you. The spiritual guidance you are receiving is not meant to be passively observed or simply intellectualized. It is a call to action, requiring you to actively engage with your inner world and to take responsibility for the next steps in your spiritual evolution. The universe is inviting you to participate fully in your own process by using that inner understanding to change the outer world. The signs you are receiving are not for you to simply observe. They are direct invitations to take action, to release the old and embrace the new, by taking those dreams and insights and putting them into practical steps. You are not just watching the universe. You are participating in it, and what you do next will change everything. It is now crucial to use these messages to realign with your true path, understanding that the insights you are receiving are meant to guide you towards the highest version of yourself. To make a better future, you must now actively engage with the spiritual dimensions that are now coming into sharper focus. This is not a passive exercise, it's a call to action to utilize the messages you have received to create meaningful change in your life and to build a better future in alignment with your soul's true desire. This is more than just awareness, it's about transformation. What will you do next? The insights you have received are not enough. It is now time to take concrete and very specific actions, emphasizing that aligned action is necessary to create a real-world shift. This isn't about just thinking differently, it's about doing things differently by aligning your actions with your spiritual understanding and by putting your dreams and insights into the physical world. If you've had a dream about starting a new business, it's time to take active steps towards researching your market, drafting a business plan, and making contact with potential clients. It's no longer enough to just have that dream. The universe has provided the direction, and it is time for you to step up and to start creating the path. This is no longer just inspiration, it's a call to action. This period of chaos is an invitation for a complete energetic reset, an opportunity to release old patterns, behaviors, and beliefs that no longer serve you. This is not optional, it is required to create a lasting positive change and to truly embrace the new life you are being called to create. The past was necessary, but it is not meant to be repeated. Consider a habit that you know is holding you back, such as overeating or staying up late scrolling through your phone. Identify that pattern and understand how that habit was created and how it no longer serves you. Then, choose a new behavior, such as taking a walk in nature or reading an inspiring book, and make this a part of your new daily routine. This isn't just about stopping something. It's about replacing it with something better. This is not just change, it's a complete reset. Take very specific and actionable steps to release old patterns, focusing on identifying negative thought patterns, emotional responses, and behavioral habits, and actively replacing them with choices that are more aligned with the future you are creating. It's time to step into the new version of you. Begin by practicing mindful journaling, writing down your thoughts and emotions, identifying the patterns that keep you stuck. For example, if you recognize that you always react with defensiveness when confronted with a critical comment, explore that pattern and then choose a specific affirmation to replace that negative pattern, such as, "I am open to feedback," or "I am capable of growth and learning." This is not just about understanding, it's about consciously transforming. The time for passive observation is over. It is now time to participate. It's essential to understand that your intentions are powerful and, when clearly set, will guide your actions and create your future, and your vision must be clear if you want to create the life you want. Use the spiritual insights you've received to create clear and very specific goals and actively direct your energy towards these new ideas. If you wish to create a new career, create a vision board that reflects the life you're trying to create. Combine it with daily affirmations designed to direct your energy towards specific and desired outcomes, and actively participate in your creation process. This is not just about hoping for change. It is about actively creating it, and you hold the power to direct where you want to go. The universe is listening. These actions are not just temporary adjustments, they are crucial steps that set the stage for your future personal and spiritual growth. Your destiny is no longer something that happens to you, it is something you are actively creating. This isn't just about making small changes. It's about building a new life, brick by brick, each action taken with intention and purpose. The old is gone, the new is now here, and it's time to step into it, fully and completely, with intention and purpose. What do you choose to create? Choosing to take aligned actions is not optional. It is now a necessary step for your personal growth and spiritual evolution, a clear path forward that requires you to step into your power and to become an active participant in the unfolding of your own destiny. Choosing not to act is a choice that will lead to stagnation, frustration, and a missed opportunity to grow and evolve. Choosing to engage with the chaos and to make real change will open new opportunities and possibilities, leading to a more fulfilling life. The universe is working to amplify the results of your choices, and your next choice is of the utmost importance. The power is now yours. The choices you make now are directly shaping your future. You are not on a predetermined path. Instead, you hold the power to choose a more aligned destiny, and your choices will become the life you create. You are the author of your own story, and what you write next will determine what your life will be. If you choose to avoid difficult conversations, you will create distance in your relationships. If you choose to ignore your creative impulses, you will find that your life becomes dull and uninspired. It is now time to take ownership of your life, to become the director of your journey, and to create the life that you truly desire. Are you ready to step up? These actions are not separate from cosmic forces, they are a way to align with them and to participate fully in the cosmic dance. You are not just reacting to the universe is also reacting to you. By actively engaging with positive change and releasing old patterns that are holding you back, you are creating a positive feedback loop with the universe, amplifying your progress and bringing more support and abundance into your life. Your inner world is creating your outer reality, and the universe is responding to you with every choice you make. What will you create? The disruptions that you experienced were never random. They were part of a greater plan, designed to lead you to your true path, to illuminate your authentic self, and to bring you to a place of alignment and purpose. These challenges were never intended to break you. They were meant to guide you to a more authentic and fulfilled life. Even the most difficult experiences have a higher purpose, as you learn from those challenges and use those experiences to guide you to a better future. This isn't random chaos. It is a very carefully designed set of lessons, and it is time for you to apply them. Everything that happened was part of a larger story, and now you are on the next page. Your journey is a continuous process of growth and discovery, with each step bringing you closer to your true purpose. This is not the end of the road, but rather, it's the beginning of a new phase in your spiritual evolution. There will always be more to learn, more to understand, and more to create, and the next steps will bring you closer to your true destiny. In the next section, we will complete your journey by focusing on how to integrate these tools and move forward on your path, as you begin to understand the deeper purpose behind this shift, and how you can use this information to build a more fulfilling future. The specific disruptions you're experiencing are not just inconveniences. They are your personalized code, designed to reveal your unique energetic imbalances. Beginning on the 17th, a rare conjunction of Mars and Uranus has triggered a wave of instability that is now acting as a mirror, reflecting your inner world with brutal honesty. You might be feeling extreme anxiety, as if your entire nervous system is on high alert, or you could be experiencing complete lethargy, unable to even move, as if a heavy weight is pressing you down. These experiences are not random, nor are they generalized. They are precise messages designed to highlight where your personal energy is most out of alignment. These differing reactions are not contradictory. They're the result of your unique patterns, your individual challenges, and your personal spiritual path. One viewer might find themselves suddenly gripped by overwhelming fear, while another might be consumed by an almost suffocating sense of hopelessness. These contrasting symptoms are not because one is more sensitive than the other. They are because they are both facing different energetic blockages, and these reactions are designed to point the way forward, to begin the next steps of their spiritual journey. Are you beginning to understand that these are not just general events, but very specific messages for you? These disruptions, acting like a customized energetic signature, can be deciphered by paying very close attention to the specific types of symptoms you're experiencing: physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual. Each category offers a detailed map of your inner landscape, revealing areas of your life that require immediate attention and healing. If you're experiencing heart palpitations or sudden waves of nausea, that is a sign that there may be heart chakra blockages, areas of your life where you have been refusing to follow your heart and have chosen to suppress your joy. Maybe you have found that you are suddenly irritable and that your reactions to minor annoyances are disproportionate. This could be a sign that you have buried anger and that you need to find a way to acknowledge and release it, not just ignore it. Perhaps you keep losing your focus, your thoughts are scattered, and you can't concentrate. That could be a clear signal that you have a key decision to face, and that you are using distraction as a way to avoid it. These disruptions are not random. They are targeted, precise indicators that are designed to show you exactly where you need to focus, and the exact areas you must address to begin the next steps of your spiritual evolution. These are not punishments, they are a key to freedom. Do you now understand that these are not random? They are a very targeted guide, made just for you. This cosmic mirror is not just showing you your flaws. It's revealing the areas where you're most out of alignment, the precise places where you have the most work to do. It's a personalized map that is guiding you to your next level of spiritual growth, and all the discomfort you are feeling is the universe showing you exactly what needs to be transformed. A viewer with ongoing issues with boundaries might find that they are constantly feeling drained in certain social situations, leaving them feeling exhausted and resentful. This isn't just bad luck. It's a reflection of a deeper pattern of overextending their energy, failing to recognize the need to protect their own reserves, and that the universe is showing them where they are leaking energy so that they can fix the root issue. Another might be encountering constant delays and obstacles in their chosen path, which is not just bad timing, but is a signal to look closely at their motivations and to reevaluate their core beliefs before they keep pushing themselves down the wrong road. Your current discomfort isn't a form of punishment. It is a divine invitation to confront the areas where you are most vulnerable and to finally create the necessary shifts needed to move forward. Are you beginning to see that the universe is not working against you? It is working for you in a very precise and intentional way. The next step is to move from simply observing your patterns to actively analyzing them by asking yourself specific questions designed for self-reflection, not just intellectual understanding. Track the specific triggers that set off your most intense reactions. Is there a pattern to what creates the biggest shifts within you? Are these patterns you've seen before? Where are you feeling the most out of balance, and why? These are not questions for a casual conversation. They are tools for self-excavation that are meant to lead you to a deeper understanding of your inner landscape, pushing you to see how your outer experiences are a perfect reflection of your inner world. What situations trigger the most intense reactions? Are they related to work, relationships, finances, or your personal well-being? What common threads can you identify? It's time to dig beneath the surface, to understand the emotions connected with those reactions, and to recognize the unmet needs they are designed to illuminate. Your discomfort is the key. It is showing you exactly where you need to focus your energy. Are you ready to go deeper and see what those feelings are trying to show you? The specific code that you have now begun to decipher is now the key to unlocking a much deeper understanding of what the universe is trying to communicate to you, bridging the gap between the physical disruptions and the spiritual messages, and making it clear that your path forward is directly linked to how you navigate the current challenges. You are now on the edge of a new level of understanding, and as you begin to understand your personal patterns, you will gain a deeper appreciation of the spiritual forces that are now moving through you. The universe is now working with you directly, and these disruptions were the required first step for your next level of growth and expansion. Your discomfort is not an obstacle, it is the path. Now that you are aware of the specific codes and your unique messages, it's time to shift our focus to how the spiritual realms are now supporting you and using these disruptions to assist your personal path. Are you ready to move into this next step and to embrace the support that is now being offered? As the veil continues to thin, it is not only bringing in more chaos. It is also bringing a deeper layer of personalized spiritual support, with the universe meeting you halfway as you make the decision to engage with the challenges you are facing. The universe has now noticed you, and it is working directly with you, not just through subtle hints, but through opportunities, guidance, and tangible support, all specifically designed for you. This support is now intensifying in direct relation to your willingness to embrace the required changes, and the more aligned action you take, the more directly and clearly you will receive the support you need to move forward, as your journey is now being actively assisted and guided. Perhaps you have been struggling with a creative project, and suddenly you find that a door is opening that is directly related to your work. Maybe you have been looking for a new relationship, and suddenly you meet someone who not only understands you, but who feels like a deep soul connection. These are not coincidences, they're the universe responding directly to your efforts. Are you now starting to see that you are no longer alone? You are now beginning to receive energetic downloads that contain not just general guidance, but precise information directly related to your actions and intentions, and each message is custom-tailored to your specific needs. These downloads may come in the form of bursts of sudden insight, where you see a clear path that you had been previously blind to, maybe a creative inspiration that feels like it came from nowhere, or vivid and powerful dreams that seem to be filled with symbolism designed to direct you on your journey. The universe is now speaking to you in a language you can understand, giving you direct guidance at every step of the way, and these messages are not just random. They are directly linked to the choices you have been making and are tailored to support your growth. A viewer who has chosen to release a toxic relationship might suddenly receive a clear inspiration about a new career direction, or they might have a vivid dream that is showing them the exact steps they must take to achieve their next goal. The universe is no longer just hinting, it is showing you exactly what you need to know. Are you receiving those messages, and are you prepared to act on them? It's crucial to understand that these spiritual communications are dualistic in nature, and it is now up to you to choose what you will engage with and to begin differentiating between true spiritual guidance and fear-based projections, as both are now amplified. True guidance always aligns with your highest good and will feel empowering, clear, and will leave you feeling energized and purposeful. However, fear-based projections will feel restrictive and will often trigger old traumas, leaving you feeling confused, disoriented, and afraid. True intuitive guidance will feel like gentle encouragement, nudging you to move outside of your comfort zone, while fear-based thoughts will trigger doubt and paralysis, keeping you stuck in old patterns and behaviors. Are you learning to distinguish between these two distinct and very different energies? The tools you can use to discern the truth of what you are receiving are your own feelings, logic, and intuition, as these are your most powerful guides. Does the message you are receiving feel like it is truly aligned with your core values and intentions? Does it inspire you, or does it restrict you? Does the guidance resonate with your heart, or does it trigger fear? Are you trusting your gut feelings? Your inner wisdom is the key, and it is time to develop your own sense of discernment and to trust the powerful guidance that comes from within. Take time to journal the messages you have been receiving, and then go back and analyze each one carefully. Does the message feel loving, expansive, and empowering, or is it fear-based, restrictive, and disempowering? This is your compass, and now is the time to use it. Are you trusting your inner wisdom and allowing it to guide your decisions? The spiritual support that is now available is not a passive gift. It is an active collaboration between you and the universe. It's now your responsibility to engage with that support, to translate that guidance into real-world action, and to actively create the changes you are being asked to make. The universe is no longer just observing, it is waiting for you to take the lead and to step into the power that you have always had. It's time to make your own choices, to trust your own intuition, and to step forward with clarity and purpose, because you are now the driver of your own destiny. The universe is now offering clear guidance and support, but the real power comes from your ability to recognize the messages and then act on them, taking your journey into your own hands and creating a future that is aligned with your highest self. Are you ready to take that step and to become the master of your destiny? The aligned actions you're now taking are not random. They are a direct response to the spiritual guidance you are receiving, and they are the next step in the creation of your new future. Each action is now linked to the spiritual downloads that you have been receiving, and these steps are designed to solidify and amplify the insights and the changes that you have been experiencing by bringing them into the physical world. If you have received an inspiration to begin writing a book, this is now the time to begin the outline, to research your topic, and to begin to write the first draft, to take that inspiration and make it something real, something tangible in your life. The universe is working with you, it is giving you the ideas, and it is now up to you to make them real. Are you now ready to follow the path you are being shown? The aligned actions you are now taking are creating a spiritual reset on every level of your being, mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual. This is not just about fixing the symptoms, it's about creating a transformation from the inside out. The discomfort you experienced was not random. It was a necessary part of the process, designed to lead you to a deeper level of understanding and purpose. The chaos you were experiencing was part of the process, not separate from it, a key to help you make those needed changes. As you begin to take action in your career, you will also notice a shift in your physical health. Or as you begin to address your fears, you will also notice an improvement in your relationships. These changes will be connected, and that will create a powerful snowball effect, as one area of your life leads to positive changes in another. Are you beginning to feel how all parts of your life are interconnected? Releasing old patterns requires consistent effort and unwavering intention. It's not enough to simply identify a negative habit. You must now actively work to replace it with a behavior that is aligned with your new vision of yourself. If you are releasing the habit of overthinking, you must now find a tool that supports your desire to be more present, such as meditation, mindfulness exercises, or even simply choosing to take a walk in nature. If you are releasing self-sabotage, you might choose to implement a practice of daily positive affirmations designed to support your self-worth. If you are releasing emotional repression, you might choose to start practicing mindful conversations, learning how to communicate your feelings with more openness and authenticity. This is not just about stopping something, it's about creating something new, something better. What new choices will you now embrace? Setting your intentions with clarity and emotional resonance is essential. This is not just about wishing for something, it is about feeling as if it is already real, embodying that future, and taking action based on that feeling. The emotional component is the key, because your energy will follow your feelings, and if you can feel the change, you are already beginning to create it. Create a vision board that includes not just images of your goal, but also specific affirmations that are aligned with your vision. Write down your goals, not just with words, but with feelings, imagining how it will feel when those dreams become a reality. Combine this with daily visualizations, taking time to fully embody the future you are creating and allowing those emotions to guide you in your next steps. Are you ready to start creating your dreams with the power of your feelings? Your choices now are amplified. They are creating your future, and the direction you take will now create a destiny that is perfectly aligned with your highest purpose. The universe is guiding you, and the actions you take now are creating the foundation of your future. By choosing wisely, you are now able to manifest the life you have always desired, fully supported and guided by the wisdom of the universe. Your journey is now in your hands, and what you create will reflect the decisions you make now. Your choices now are paving your path, the universe is guiding you, and that your actions will determine the direction you take, and by choosing wisely, you are now able to manifest the life you have always desired. Are you ready to fully embrace the power that is now yours? Aligned action is not optional. It is a crucial requirement for your personal growth and spiritual evolution, and you must actively participate to create any positive change. It's time to step up and to take the steps that are designed for you and to actively create the life that you are being called to create. Remaining stuck in old patterns will lead to further discomfort and stagnation, while choosing to step forward will open doors that are specifically designed to support your journey. The universe is now waiting for you to make the next move, and your decision will determine what happens next. Are you ready to embrace the power of your choices, or will you choose to stay where you are? Your choices are directly shaping your future. You have the power to create a more aligned destiny. You are no longer a victim of the universe, but an active participant in your own creation, and it is now time to step into your power and to take control of your life. By choosing to actively pursue your creative passions, you will find greater fulfillment than by remaining in a comfortable but unfulfilling job. By choosing to face difficult conversations, you will create deeper connections in your relationships. By choosing to release self-sabotaging habits, you will create more abundance in your life. These are your choices, and what you create is up to you. Are you ready to embrace your role as the co-creator of your own destiny? These aligned actions are now connecting you with the cosmic forces that are supporting your every move, and you are no longer just working on your own, but are now an active part of the unfolding of the universe. By choosing to release old beliefs about lack and scarcity, and by choosing to engage with new patterns of abundance, you will create a powerful feedback loop between your actions and your positive outcomes, showing how deeply interconnected you are with the universe. You are not just an observer. You are an active and very powerful force that is now working directly with the universe to create lasting and positive changes, not only in your own life, but in the world around you. Do you understand now that your choices have the power to change the world? The disruptions that you experienced were always part of a greater plan, designed to lead you to a greater sense of self-awareness and purpose. The chaos was a necessary step in your journey, a guide designed to lead you to a more fulfilling life. Everything that happened was designed to help you, to show you the way, and to support your growth. Even the most challenging experiences were essential to prepare you for your next steps. Nothing was random, everything was designed. Each challenge was a necessary step that has brought you to this point. Are you now beginning to understand the beautiful intention of the universe in all of the challenges you have faced? It's now time to integrate the lessons you have learned by creating lasting change, incorporating the new wisdom into every part of your life. It's no longer enough to simply understand these concepts. You must now embody them by making them a part of your everyday life, creating habits that support your new understanding and building a foundation for the new future you are creating. It's now time to prepare for the final call to action, to take everything you have learned and solidify it in your life so you can move forward with power and clarity. You are now in a position of immense power, and now that you have learned the patterns and the steps you must take, it's time to solidify all of this by integrating the new wisdom and creating lasting positive changes in your life. Are you now ready to begin this integration, to bring your new knowledge into every aspect of your life? The disruptions you experienced were not random. They were keys designed to unlock deeper spiritual guidance, and the actions you take now are solidifying these insights, creating a continuous cycle of growth and understanding. Everything is interconnected, nothing is separate, and this interconnectedness is the very foundation of your journey. The challenges you faced were designed to lead you to a deeper level of understanding, and the steps you take now are creating your future, connecting your past, present, and future in a continuous flow of creation. Are you now beginning to see how all the pieces fit together? This cosmic event was not random. It was a catalyst for personal evolution, designed to push you towards your highest potential and to bring you to this very moment, ready to create a better future. The challenges you faced were actually gifts, designed to guide you to a more fulfilling life. You have now received the knowledge and the tools that you need to use those gifts and to create the future you were always meant to create. Do you feel the power that is now within you? The journey is not over, it is simply moving to a new phase. You now have the understanding and the tools you need to make continuous progress, to continue moving forward on the path of self-discovery, and to step into a future that is filled with purpose, clarity, and joy. You are now more aware, more in control, and ready to create a life that is truly aligned with your soul's highest desires. Are you now ready to step into that future and embrace all that it has to offer? The knowledge you have gained is now meant to become a part of your daily life, as the tools you have learned become the foundation of your future. Your ability to discern truth from fear, to take aligned action, and to use spiritual insights to guide your choices are now your most powerful allies. These new tools will enable you to navigate any future challenges with more ease and clarity, and to continually grow and expand on your journey. Your new awareness is no longer just an understanding. It is now a part of who you are. Will you now use those tools to create your next chapter? The path of transformation is ongoing, and your next steps will involve embodying the wisdom you have received today. And in the final section, we will connect all of these ideas and look at the next steps on your personal journey. Are you ready to move forward and to integrate everything you have learned today into the creation of a better future? These disruptions are no longer just random occurrences. They are now acting as a highly personalized code, a set of instructions designed specifically to reveal your unique energetic imbalances. Each type of disruption, physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual, carries its own distinct information, providing a comprehensive instruction manual to your deeper self. The challenge is not to ignore these symptoms, not to see them as mere obstacles, but to learn how to decipher their intricate meaning, viewing them as the keys to your own transformation. If your body is gripped by unexplained fatigue, that may indicate an imbalance of your life force, where you are leaking your energy instead of generating it, and this is a key to your needed changes. If your emotions are a constant roller coaster, that is a clear sign that your inner world is in chaos, and that you have not yet found a way to bring balance to the storms you are facing. If your mind is racing with endless loops of negative self-talk, that shows where you are blocking the very messages that can help you to move forward. Do you now understand that all of these symptoms, these seemingly negative experiences, are actually the clues to the next steps of your personal journey? Each disruption is not a random event. It is a carefully orchestrated signal from the universe, designed to provide you with a very clear reflection of where you are not fully aligned. The cosmic mirror that was presented to you is not simply showing you a general idea of where you might need to improve. It's revealing the exact places that are in need of immediate change. You must now understand that you created the circumstances that you are currently facing through choices, patterns, and actions that are no longer serving you, but the universe is not punishing you. It is now empowering you to change it, to take full responsibility for your life, and to step into a much better future than the one you have been creating unconsciously. Maybe you are facing an unexpected financial challenge, and you may see that as a setback, or you could choose to understand that it is now showing you the places where you are not fully honoring your worth, where you have been accepting too little, or maybe avoiding your own power to take care of yourself. Or perhaps you are constantly drawn into conflicts in your relationships, and maybe you see that as an annoyance, but you could also understand that is showing you where you are not yet fully owning your own truth, and that you are allowing other people to define your value. Are you beginning to see that these challenges are not roadblocks? They are actually a very detailed map. Your reactions to these disruptions are also a key piece of the puzzle, adding another layer of information to your personal code. Your responses to stress, your habitual thought patterns, your knee-jerk emotional reactions are all designed to show you your deepest beliefs, revealing to you what is driving your choices and the places where your subconscious is creating obstacles. This greatly expands your understanding, making every step, every feeling, and every thought a significant part of your process. It also provides you with far more power, because now the response is just as important as the initial trigger. This means that your challenges, your responses, and all of the information that is being given to you is designed to guide you to a far more profound understanding of yourself and your true place in the grand design. Imagine that every time that you start to spiral into a loop of negative self-talk, that could be seen not just as a random habit that you have, but as a clear signal that you are not fully aligned with your potential. Consider every time that you find yourself becoming defensive, that is not just an annoyance, but a clear signal that you are not yet fully honoring the truth of what you feel. What if everything that you are experiencing could become another piece of the puzzle, instead of something you have to struggle with? This is where deep self-analysis becomes essential, as you start to ask yourself targeted questions, connecting your physical symptoms with your emotional responses and your mental patterns, revealing a larger picture that was hidden up to this point. These are not questions you can just skim over in a casual conversation. They are the keys to your own inner library, the keys to your own personal understanding. What were you thinking right before the disruption occurred? What was the specific thought pattern that preceded the sudden shift in your mood? How did your body react to those feelings? Did you tense up? Did your breathing become shallow? What specific emotions are you feeling right now? Are you angry, sad, anxious, or something else entirely? Where is your mind focusing? Is it dwelling on the past, or is it projecting into the future? What are the repeating patterns that you are now becoming aware of? What does all of this tell you about your current situation, and what steps do you now need to take to create your desired path? This process of self-reflection is not just about identifying problems. It's about revealing a very clear path forward to a more aligned version of yourself, a process you can use for all future challenges, making it a tool that will help you through your life, rather than a one-time fix. Are you now ready to start asking the questions that will finally reveal the answers you have been seeking? Now that you understand these patterns and the codes that are contained within your disruptions, the spiritual dimension is prepared to offer you very specific guidance, but it requires you to make the choice to actively connect to that realm in order to receive that help. The universe is meeting you halfway, and as you begin to embrace your power, you will notice that the veil between the worlds is now thinning, allowing for more direct communication with the spiritual realms. You have already done the work. Now it is time to receive the gifts and the guidance that is available, and it all starts with the choice to connect. The disruptions you have been experiencing are not something you must suffer through. They are designed to lead you to a much more powerful and aligned version of yourself, and by understanding that you can now use them to receive specific guidance and support. Here is what is about to unfold. The universe is now ready to give you direct support, but you must choose to actively reach for it. Are you now ready to embrace the support you are being offered? As the veil thins, you are not only experiencing more chaos, you are also receiving a much deeper and more personalized level of spiritual communication. This is where energetic downloads become an essential part of your journey, providing you with very specific information tailored to your unique actions and intentions. These are more than just a feeling, more than just a hunch. They are very clear signals, direct guidance from the universe itself. The universe is always offering this level of support, but now you are finally able to hear it clearly, to see the path in a way that was not available to you before. You might be inspired to start a creative project, and the moment you make that decision, you might be flooded with very specific and tangible ideas that you could use. Your old creative blocks are now gone, replaced by a clear and consistent flow of inspiration that was not random, but is perfectly aligned with the steps you are choosing to take. Consider this. The universe is not just aware of your path, it is actively participating in your creation of it, and those downloads are the sign of that participation. Are you now open to receiving that guidance? These energetic downloads may arrive in various forms, each uniquely suited to your individual needs and preferences. They might manifest as sudden bursts of intuitive insights, where a solution to a long-standing problem appears out of nowhere, or as vivid, symbolic dreams filled with messages that seem tailor-made for your unique circumstances. Perhaps a surge of creative energy will suddenly remove the blocks that have been holding you back, or you may find yourself presented with unexpected opportunities that perfectly align with your path. Each message is directly connected to the actions you are taking, and is also a reward for the effort you are putting in to create a more aligned version of yourself. You have made it clear to the universe that you are ready for more, and the universe has heard your call and is responding in a clear, consistent, and very personalized way. For example, if you have chosen to release a toxic relationship, you might suddenly receive information about new friendships that are aligned with your spiritual journey. These events are not random, they are a clear response to the effort you are making to create positive changes, and they show the universe that you are ready for a new path and for new people. This is your next step. The universe is always watching and waiting to support you in clear, tangible ways. Do you now see that you are in direct communication with the cosmic realms? You must remember that the spiritual realm, like the physical realm, is dualistic in nature, and that you will always encounter both the light and the shadow aspects. True spiritual guidance will always feel empowering, resonating with your highest good, leaving you feeling clear, focused, and energized. Fear-based projections from the shadowy figures that represent your old patterns, your old traumas, your self-doubt, will feel restrictive, triggering old wounds, and leaving you feeling confused, disoriented, and often paralyzed. The path of growth will always encourage you to move forward, whereas the path of the past will try to keep you stuck in place. The key is that you now have the tools to discern what is true, what is aligned, and what is just a trick of your own mind. Your inner knowing is now your most powerful ally. It is the part of you that has all the answers. Consider this, that an intuitive insight may gently push you outside of your comfort zone, whereas a fear-based thought will leave you paralyzed by anxiety, self-doubt, and uncertainty, and that those feelings are the clear signals that you can now use to distinguish what is true and what is not. Here's what's about to unfold. You can use these feelings to discern what is true and what is a message from your own past. Are you now able to discern between the different energies that are now surrounding you? Here is what's about to unfold. You have everything you need to make those choices. The next step requires you to trust your intuition, your logical mind, and the feeling in your gut, as all three are essential tools, working in tandem to help you make the correct decisions. It is now clear that you cannot just rely on your feelings, but that you must also use your logic to evaluate those feelings, and that you must also use your gut instinct to understand if the message is aligned with your higher self. It is time for you to reclaim your power, to trust your inner wisdom, and to develop your own strong sense of discernment. You have been trained. You have learned the patterns, and you are now capable of differentiating between what is aligned and what is not. The universe has been guiding you to this point. Now you must make the choice to step into the power that is now yours. You can use journaling as a tool. List all the messages that you are receiving, and then go back and evaluate each one, taking note of how you feel as you read those messages. Is it a message that feels loving and expansive, or is it a message that feels restrictive and disempowering? That process will guide you. That process will always show you the truth, what you will notice. You are fully capable of choosing what you engage with, and to discern the path forward with great clarity. Are you ready to take full ownership of your decision-making process? This spiritual support you are receiving is not just a passive experience. It is now time for action, and it is a direct response to your aligned choices, and the universe is waiting to see what you will create. It is now up to you to use these downloads as a guide to create a more authentic life, to translate these messages into tangible changes, and to create a future that is truly aligned with your highest purpose. The universe is not just handing you a gift, it is also expecting you to use it, and to take the steps that are required to create the life that is calling you. It is now your responsibility to embrace the power that you have, and to start manifesting the destiny you were always meant to live. Your role is no longer to just observe, you are now meant to participate, and by doing so, you will find that the universe is working with you. Now is the time to take that wisdom, to embrace that guidance, and to use it to create the life you were always meant to live, as the next steps are up to you, and that it all starts with the choice to act. Are you ready to make the choice to finally step into your power and create the life you have always dreamed of? The next steps require that you take very specific and actionable steps based on the downloads you have been receiving, and it is not random or a guessing game. The universe is now working with you in a very direct and intentional way, and you are now the co-creator of your life and the author of your destiny. This is not just about hoping things will change. It's about making those changes real through very precise and tangible action. You are not just meant to think about these things, you are meant to do something about them. For instance, if you have received a download that is showing you a new career path, it's now time to start taking the steps that are needed to make that a reality, not just a wish, which might mean updating your resume, doing research, making contacts, and starting to take the steps that are needed to manifest your dreams. Or perhaps you have received an idea to start a creative project. This means it is time to start working on that project and not just imagining it. It is not just about hopping, it is now about action, it is now about embracing your power. What do you now know? You are the creative force in your life. Are you ready to start making those dreams a reality? Here is what's about to unfold. You are now beginning a spiritual reset, and that means that every action that you take now is creating a powerful ripple effect in every area of your life. It is clear that this is not just about changing one part of your life. It is about creating change on all levels, and that every choice is creating an effect in every other aspect of your life. By choosing to release old patterns, you are creating space for new positive growth, making room for the things that will finally support your true path. If you change your eating habits, you may notice that your relationships are shifting, or if you start to express your truth, you may also find that you have more energy to pursue your passion. These changes will be linked, they will be connected, and they will create a powerful wave of transformation. This is not just a mental choice, it is a full-body experience. The universe is shifting around you, and you are now a powerful force of change. What you will see is the whole universe is shifting around you. Are you now ready to embrace that shift and to allow it to change every aspect of your life? Releasing old patterns is not a passive process. It requires a conscious effort to actively replace those old thoughts, emotions, and behaviors with choices that are aligned with your new vision. This is about being proactive, and it is about taking ownership of your transformation, not just passively allowing things to slide. This is now your life, and you are now the one in charge, and what you create is now up to you. This means that if you are releasing the habit of overthinking, you must now choose to practice a breathing exercise every time that you feel anxious, learning to calm the storm within you. If you are releasing the habit of avoiding difficult conversations, you can now choose to approach them with an open heart and a desire to connect. If you are releasing the habit of feeling overwhelmed, you can now choose to focus on solutions instead of the problem, breaking the pattern of paralysis and embracing the power of action. These are the choices you have, these are the tools that you can use, and you are now empowered to create the changes that will lead you to a brighter future. What do you now see? You are the creator of your destiny. Are you ready to embrace that responsibility and to use the tools you now have to make lasting change? Setting clear intentions is not about just wishing for something. It is about actively directing your energy towards your desired outcome, creating a crystal clear vision and embodying the feeling of it as it is already real. It is now clear that you must choose what you want and to bring that vision into your life by using your will, your power, and your intention. When you are clear about what you want, the universe can then support you, showing you that your desires are also the desires of the universe and that you are being guided to fulfill them. This might be done by creating a vision board that is filled with images and affirmations of the future that you desire. It might also mean using journaling as a tool to clarify your thoughts and feelings, and by taking time to feel the excitement and the joy of your future as if it was already a reality. This will create a solid bridge from the present to the future that you are choosing to create. It will show the universe that you are ready, and it will empower you to start taking those steps that will lead you directly to your dreams. It is now clear. You must now be clear about what you want, and you must make that vision a reality in your life. Are you now ready to claim your desires and to start creating your dreams? Your choices are now amplified, they are creating your future, and by choosing to embrace positive change, you are creating a destiny that is fully aligned with your true purpose. Your actions are now the paintbrush that you will use to create the artwork of your life. Each choice is adding a new layer of color to the masterpiece that you are now creating. It is not just about removing old habits and patterns, it is about adding new and vibrant layers that will support your truest self, and that will create the life you have always been meant to live. By choosing to forgive the past, you are freeing your energy from its old chains, allowing you to move forward with more ease and clarity. Or if you are embracing your passions, you are also lighting a spark that will lead you to joy, happiness, and deeper fulfillment. By embracing these changes, you are embracing your highest potential and the life that was always meant for you, a life that you are now actively bringing into being. The universe is meeting you halfway, and you are now in the driver's seat. Now you will understand that your actions now pave your future. Are you ready to embrace your potential and to choose a destiny that is filled with joy and purpose? Aligned action is now a crucial part of your spiritual growth, and it is not something that is happening to you. It is something that you are actively creating with your choices, actions, and intentions. You are now a powerful co-creator of your experience, and your decisions will determine where you will go from this point on. This is now your power. You are the one making the choices, and that will determine your destiny. Choosing not to act is itself a choice that will result in further discomfort and further stagnation, keeping you stuck in old patterns and old behaviors. But choosing to embrace change will open you to new opportunities and will allow you to step into your power and potential. You are now the master of your own destiny, and it is up to you to make the choice that will lead you to the future that you are dreaming of, not some random or chance outcome that will happen to you. How will you choose? Will you take responsibility, or will you choose the path of stagnation? Your current choices are now actively shaping your future, and you are no longer on a predetermined path. The future is open and available, and waiting for your input, your direction, and your intention. You must take full responsibility for this by making conscious decisions that are aligned with your soul's purpose, and that will lead you towards your true potential. You are now in the driver's seat. You are now the one making the choices, and you are not just on a train that is heading down a track. Instead, you are the one who is setting the course. This means that if you choose to embrace your creativity, you will find opportunities that will lead you to your true calling. But if you choose to ignore that inner calling, you will remain where you are, feeling unfulfilled and out of alignment. The future is now a blank canvas, and you are the artist. What will you create? It is now your decisions that are setting your destiny. Are you ready to take control and to paint the masterpiece of your life? These actions are creating a powerful synergy with the cosmic forces, which means that you are not just working on your own. You are now in direct partnership with the universe, and together you are co-creating a world that is based on positive change, love, and infinite potential. By choosing to embrace self-love, you will create relationships that are based on mutual respect, love, and understanding. By taking the steps to forgive others, you will also find that you are able to forgive yourself, creating a loop of positive change that will ripple into every area of your life. This is the power of aligned action, and this is the power of choosing to be the master of your own destiny. Consider this: you are no longer a single person struggling on their own, but a powerful force, actively changing their world and making it more aligned with their purpose, and the universe is now offering you its full and total support. What you will now see. By embracing responsibility, your power will only continue to grow. Are you ready to step into your full power and potential? The disruptions you have experienced were always part of a much larger plan, designed to guide you back to your true path, and they are now a testament to your resilience and the powerful force that you have always been. Everything you have faced was designed to help you, to lead you forward, and to make you more aware, more aligned, and more powerful. All of the challenges were designed to prepare you for this very moment, and you are now ready to step into your power and purpose. You have learned how to read your code, you have received powerful and detailed guidance, and you have now learned how to take aligned action, and you are now fully equipped for what is to come. You have all of the tools, the knowledge, the experience that you need, and everything was designed to lead you to this very moment. Are you now ready to acknowledge that you have everything you need to create your best life? You are now at the culmination of your transformation. Everything you have learned must now be used to create lasting positive change, and the time is now to embrace your new level of understanding and to move forward with great clarity and power. This journey is now in your hands, and you have everything you need to create your best future. Now it is time to solidify all of these ideas, to integrate them into every part of your life, and to step into your true potential. It is time to embody this wisdom and to create a future that is designed by you, and that is aligned with your soul. By choosing to embrace your power, you are now able to manifest the life that you have always wanted. It's now your moment to shine. You are at the precipice of real and lasting change. Your next step is up to you, but there is more support if you choose to reach for it. Are you ready to take the next step and to become who you have always meant to be, what you have now seen? The initial disruptions were connected to the spiritual downloads and to the aligned actions, all a part of the same, deeply interconnected process. You have now completed a full cycle of transformation, and you are ready to step into the next phase of your journey. The unique disruptions that you have experienced were a signal that was designed to bring you back to your true path, and the downloads that you have received were designed to guide you and to show you the steps needed to create a more authentic future. Every step that you have taken, both easy and difficult, was a necessary part of the process. You have now come full circle. Are you ready to take the next steps on your path? This cosmic event was not random. It was a carefully crafted catalyst for personal evolution, designed to push you towards your highest potential and to bring you to this very moment, ready to create a better future. Although it may have felt chaotic and challenging, the cosmic event was actually intended to nudge you toward your true path, leading to a life that is more fulfilling, more joyful, and more aligned with who you truly are. You now have the understanding, you now have the tools, and you are now ready to step into a brighter future with a new level of wisdom, clarity, and intention. You have completed the first phase of your journey. What you will now experience is that you are ready to embrace a much better future. Are you now able to appreciate that the challenges you faced were actually the stepping stones to your growth? You must remember that this is just the beginning, and it is not the end, and you have now been equipped to make continuous progress, to keep moving forward on the path of self-discovery, and to embrace a future that is filled with purpose, clarity, and joy. You have the wisdom, you have the tools, and you have the awareness you need to continue to grow and expand, moving forward with more confidence and direction. Your journey has no end. It is always growing, always expanding, and there are always more levels of understanding and self-discovery. You are now more aware, more in control, and you are ready to step into a future that is truly aligned with your soul's highest desires. What you have learned today is a foundation, not an endpoint. Are you ready to embrace the endless possibilities of your future? The wisdom you have gained must now be integrated into every part of your life, creating a lasting positive change that extends far beyond the time you spent watching this video. This is not a temporary fix. It is a new way of living, a new way of being, and your ability to discern truth from fear, to take aligned action, and to use spiritual insights to guide your choices are now tools that you must use every day in every part of your life. What do you now possess? Is the power to navigate all future challenges with greater ease and to continually grow and expand on your journey using what you have learned as your roadmap. Are you now ready to use those tools to create your new chapter, to take what you know and embody it in all aspects of your life? The path of transformation is ongoing, and your next steps will involve embodying the wisdom you have received today and taking the leap into making those changes tangible in your life. And in the final section, we will connect all of these ideas and look at the next steps on your personal journey, preparing you for what comes next. This is just the first step in your journey of self-discovery. Your next step involves embodying this wisdom to create lasting transformation. And in the next segment, we will look at the final pieces of your transformation and help you to take your next steps, making the journey a living, breathing process that never ends and always offers opportunities for growth. Are you ready to move forward and to integrate everything you have learned today into the creation of a better future? You've arrived at a place of profound understanding, where the intricate tapestry of your journey is now fully visible. The initial disruptions, the subtle whispers of the spiritual realm, and the aligned actions you were called to take are not isolated events. They're interwoven threads, forming a complete and coherent picture. The chaotic energy of the Mars-Uranus conjunction on the 17th wasn't a random event. It was the spark that ignited your transformation, the catalyst that propelled you towards a new beginning. The sleep disturbances, the heightened anxiety, the feelings of disorientation, these weren't setbacks, but rather coded messages urging you to pay closer attention, to dig deeper, and to understand the patterns that were no longer serving you. The specific spiritual insights that you received weren't arbitrary thoughts. They were very clear, personalized downloads, tailored to your specific path, showing you what steps you needed to take to move forward, making each one of them absolutely crucial for the journey that you are now on. The actions that you then chose to take were not choices that you were making alone, but instead, you were acting in harmony with the universe, creating a unique and very personal masterpiece that is a living, breathing testament to your power and potential. Can you now see that it was all connected, that all parts were needed to bring you to this very moment? The purpose of these disruptions wasn't to cause suffering, but instead, to create the space for deep personal transformation. The discomfort wasn't a punishment, it was a very necessary step, designed to help you release the old patterns that were holding you back. By being forced out of your comfort zone, you were made ready to see the areas of your life that needed a change, that needed your attention, and that without those initial challenges, you wouldn't have received the very specific understanding and support that you were about to be given. The intense chaos that you felt wasn't a cruel twist of fate. It was instead a carefully designed method of preparing you, of making you ready, of pushing you towards a brighter future that was always waiting for you. The spiritual downloads that you experienced were not random occurrences. They were very precise instructions, designed to assist you in navigating your unique path, tailored to your specific needs and desires, with specific solutions and creative ideas that showed you, in very clear terms, what steps you needed to take. The aligned actions that you then took were supported and guided by the universe, and the universe is still with you now, and will always be there for you whenever you choose to reach for it, and that knowledge should bring you comfort and security for all of your days. Do you now understand that those gifts were not random, but perfectly designed for your journey? You must now realize that this journey wasn't a passive experience. Instead, it was an active partnership with the universe. It was your willingness to engage with the chaos, to explore the spiritual dimensions, and to take the aligned actions that were being shown to you that was the key that unlocked this profound transformation. You are a powerful creative force, not a mere bystander, and your choices are not being determined by some random set of circumstances. You are in full control of your destiny, and you are not being swept along by fate. Instead, you are the captain of your ship, the master of your fate, and the author of your own story. Your willingness to use the information, to act, and to embrace the discomfort was the key to your success, and that understanding has now transformed you into a powerful partner with the universe. You now have every reason to move forward with confidence, knowing that you are not alone in your journey, that you are supported, that you are guided, and that you have earned every bit of that support. You are a powerful creative force, and your power will only continue to grow as you step into your true potential. Are you beginning to see the interconnectedness, the power that you possess? These individual transformations are a vital part of a much larger collective shift, and the choices that you are making are not just impacting your own life. They are creating ripples of positive change throughout the world around you. Every step that you take, every choice that you make, is a contribution to the greater good, making you a powerful force for positive change every single day of your life. Every time that you choose to operate from a place of love and compassion, every time that you embrace your authentic purpose, you are adding a new and powerful source of positive energy into the world, and those choices have a far-reaching effect that can change the course of humanity, and making even the smallest of your choices a powerful and lasting act that will continue to grow and impact every day of your life and of the lives of everyone you meet. This cosmic event was not just about your personal growth. Instead, it was designed to help you to embody a much higher level of consciousness, which will then create positive change in every interaction that you have. As you continue to grow, and as you continue to change, your positive impact will only increase, transforming the world around you by first changing yourself. It is a necessary and beautiful process, a transformation that is designed to ripple out into the lives of all. Do you now realize that you are a powerful agent of change? Your spiritual journey is a sacred calling, not just a personal experience. By aligning with your true purpose, you are also serving a greater good, contributing to the collective elevation of the entire human race. You now have a much deeper understanding of your unique part in this process, and every single step you have taken has brought you to this point, where you are ready to move forward with more direction, clarity, and power than ever before. Each time that you release an old habit, it creates space for new opportunities to emerge, and each new connection that you make is now built on a deeper foundation of understanding, creating relationships that will also have a positive impact on everyone you encounter, as well as your own life. Your personal transformation is a part of a much larger plan. By aligning with your authentic self, you are also contributing to the collective growth of humanity, showing that each person's journey is also connected to the well-being of the whole. You are a part of a powerful network of light, and the choices that you make create a ripple of positive change that extends far beyond the scope of your personal experience. You are now a force for good in the world, and you have a responsibility to use the understanding and the tools that you have been given, and to be the change that you wish to see in the world, making your personal transformation a vital and necessary part of a greater, more profound destiny. Are you ready to embrace your role and the responsibility that is now yours? Let us now revisit the questions that began our journey together. What was the source of the chaos, those strange disruptions that you felt? What were the subtle signs, the energetic downloads that you experienced? And how do we navigate these very specific and potent energies? The initial chaos was triggered by the rare conjunction of Mars and Uranus, amplified by the thinning of the veil between worlds, creating an environment of heightened energy where everything was more volatile and more visible. The subtle signs were the universe's way of inviting you to engage with these powerful energies, to become aware of your own patterns and habits, and to take steps to align with your truest self. You have now been given the tools to navigate this energy with intention, with clarity, and with purpose, allowing you to use what you have learned to transform not only your own life, but also the lives of everyone you will ever meet. The period of disruption was not a random or cruel event. It served the purpose of releasing you from your old limitations, and the challenges that you faced were essential for your growth, transforming you and making you ready for the next phase of your journey. Do you now see the clear purpose, the beautiful design, the interconnectedness of all of these events? These challenges weren't obstacles to be avoided. They were gifts that provided a pathway to a new version of yourself. By embracing them, by learning to listen, and by choosing to act, you were able to grow into a more aligned version of yourself, prepared for the next phase of your journey. You are not the same person who started this video. You are now someone who has been reborn, someone who has been transformed, and the questions and the doubts that you once had have now been resolved with clear understanding. The core pattern of disruption, followed by realignment, is a fundamental process for change, and it is a process that you are now fully equipped to navigate and to use to create a better future, with more ease, grace, and intention. You have now been given the tools that you need to not only navigate the discomfort, but to use it to fuel positive transformation in your life and in the world, and you are now capable of handling every future challenge with an understanding and a power that was not available to you before. You are now capable, you are now empowered, and you are now in charge of your destiny. Do you now understand that your challenges were actually your greatest gifts? Your active participation has been the key to your success. You have completed this journey through conscious choices, intentional actions, and a willingness to step outside of your comfort zone, making you a co-creator of your future. You have not been swept along by fate or by some external force, but instead, you have chosen every step of the way to engage with your process. Your willingness to analyze your own patterns, to receive spiritual guidance, and to take aligned actions has transformed your life, and you now embody the power to move forward with clear vision, with focused intention, and with greater clarity than ever before. Every single choice that you made has led you to this moment, where you now stand in the full power of your destiny, a master of your journey, a creator of your path, and a powerful force for positive transformation. The universe has met you halfway, and you have now become a powerful partner in this creation of your own destiny. Do you now understand that you have always been the one in charge? As you look forward, allow me to ask you some new questions. Now that you are aligned with your path, how will you use this new wisdom to create a better world? What is the next step that you must take on your personal journey to continue your expansion and to keep stepping into your true power? What new opportunities are waiting for you as you continue to embody your true purpose? And what beautiful creations are ready to be brought to life? There are always deeper layers of understanding, always new opportunities for expansion and growth, and by staying open and engaged, you will continue to unfold your potential, guided by the loving support of the universe, and that each step will bring you to new and beautiful levels of joy, expansion, and discovery. The universe is always with you, always guiding you, and always supporting your evolution. Remember that this journey is never truly over, and that there is always more to explore, always more to create, and always more to become. Your path is infinite, and your power is unlimited. Are you now ready to embrace the endless possibilities and the vast potential that is now available to you? I encourage you to share your experiences in the comments below, to continue to engage with our community, and to become a part of a larger movement of conscious change, supporting each other on the journey of self-discovery. Share the insights you've gained, the actions you are taking, and how this video has impacted your path, creating a space where everyone can both share their unique voice and to support each other's expansion and growth. By sharing your journey, you are also empowering others to connect to their own and to see that we are all a part of the same beautiful unfolding. You are never alone in this process. You are supported, you are loved, and you are capable of creating a beautiful future for yourself, for your community, and for the world. We are in this together, we are creating this together, and we are all ready to create a future based on love, on joy, and on unlimited potential. Your voice is important, your journey is important, and you are important. Are you now ready to share your story, to contribute to our beautiful community, and to help each other grow? If you are now ready to take the next step in your journey, if you want to continue to receive guidance and support on your path, remember to like and subscribe, because in our next video, we'll be looking at how to use these tools to navigate the next phase of the cosmic shift, and how to embody these changes in a practical and sustainable way. We will be showing you how to bring all of this knowledge into your daily life, and how to continue to evolve on your personal path of transformation, and to continue to grow into the truest expression of yourself. I am honored to be on this journey with you, and I look forward to supporting you every step of the way. The next steps await, and I am here to guide you. Will you join me in our next exploration to continue to expand your horizons and to step fully into your power?